Hello and welcome back to the Novice Lumberjack, where I'm your host Bodie, and it is the start of a very good day. So, why is today so good? Today is so good because I have some coffee, a couple boiled eggs, a pimento cheese sandwich, got a nice little fire going in the Vestal, drinking my favorite soda pop, L8, it's from Kentucky, and I finally am ready to mess with a Tim Allen 3750 real deal legit bad boy. This is a very, very hard to come by saw. In my opinion, it's probably, well, the Poulan 655 is probably the most collectible Poulan chainsaw, possibly. But a 5200 Poulan is also really collectible, but they made plenty of those, and basically you're just looking at a pocketbook if you want to get those. You know, how deep is your purse? Finding them is not that much of a problem. The 655 is very difficult to find one of those, and if you do find one of those, almost always it's from a person who is not willing to let it go. And that is the same kind of dealio with these. These were, it was a project that Tim Allen did. It was literally called Tim Allen Signature Tools. And what it was kind of like a nonprofit money generator. I don't know exactly what he did with the money, but I feel like what happened was this was a not-for-profit organization, and any proceeds went towards like trade school scholarships, things to get kids into the trades, things of that nature. But yeah, he had a whole line of tools, and the crazy thing about it was they were absolute bitchin' quality. They were really, really good tools. If you see some of these things, you know, snatch them up. You know, there's a lot of hammers. You can actually get a hammer, no problem and stuff, you know. But the chainsaws, he chose to go with Poulan. My guess is they were the reason he went with Poulan is because they were the very last chainsaw manufacturer where they were still made in the United States. And this saw was definitely made in the United States, along with all of my other Poulans, except for the crappy plastic ones like the Wild Thing. I mean, that may have been, I don't know, but my guess is it wasn't. But anyways, that's enough history about it. The Tim Allen bad boy. What he did was he picked the best chainsaw they had in their lineup, their biggest, best, most professional chainsaw, and this is it. It's the 3750. The Poulan Pro version was also available, and that would be the 360, and I believe this 365 as well, but there was differences. If you follow this channel at all, you know that these Poulans, I call them the high tops. The Poulan high tops had a lot of really tiny differences throughout the range. This right here is what would be a big block, and we'll look at that in further videos, why I call it a big block. Well, because it's bigger. But they're almost identical to the small blocks. It's crazy, you know, it's crazy. I'm very excited. So this one had a funny deal where the case actually broke right here, you know, and I might be able to show you. I got two of them. See how the case is just completely broken out right there? I have no idea why that happened. It was not a common failure for these saws. I don't know. I feel like somebody, I guess maybe somebody was trying to take it apart and didn't know what they were doing. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I got two. They're both Tim Allen bad boys. This one is good enough. I'm definitely going to restore it and keep it. And I'm not a collector. Collecting is whenever you just buy things and let it sit on the shelf because you like it. And, you know, that's nothing wrong with it, but that's just not my thing. I don't really do that. So whenever I have a chainsaw, I expect to actually work it. But this one right here will be an exception because I've already got the Binford Bad Boy, which is the same thing. It just isn't the legit, real deal Tim Allen version of the saw. And so that's what makes this collectible. But this one right here, I don't know. I know there's a lot of people out there that, like Mweba, I do believe you're missing this right here. This cover. And it's hard to find. They also made this in the smaller 54cc. Oh, by the way, this is 60cc, both of these. But they also made it in the smaller 54cc. And I guess they're even harder to find than the 60cc. So, whatever. I've rambled a lot. Let's get this thing running. Yeah, 1991. Crazy. Oh. I foresee much more problems with this than you led me believe there. I believe your name's Martin. I mean, done with that for a while. Well, so much for my really good start to a day. But, I mean, it's not bad. It's still great. I'm still happy, so. Well, what I'm going to do is I have the benefit of knowing this thing. It's crazy. It's all over the place. I can't adjust the carburetor. I have the screws out like 2 1/4 turns and stuff, and I don't think you should ever have that going on. But I have the luxury of knowing what this saw has been through a little bit, right? And I know that the cases have been split on it, and you know, one case half, this side over here was replaced, and So that tells me, you know, I did that with the Binford Bad Boy, and I had these same types of problems. I just could not adjust the carburetor. And now what happened to me was, it was either crank seals or it was the case was not sealed properly. Because I had oil from my chain oiler was getting into my crankcase. So with this being what it is, I want to restore this saw anyways, make it beautiful. So to hell with it, I will strip it all the way down and put it back together right, because I don't know what the other guy did. Already saw signs of shoddy workmanship, and I mean, it's not bad. It's just, yeah, it just kind of thrown together. Nothing was cleaned up on it or anything like that. Anytime I take one of these saws apart, I at least clean it up. I don't put it back together dirty, because you get dirt all in your piston and your bearings and all that stuff, you know. So just the sheer idea that this was stripped all the way down and put back together and it's still filthy. I mean, come on. Clearly it's amateur hour. So I'm not mad or anything. I got a good deal for both of these saws, but a little disappointed, sure. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's enough for this video. I thought I was going to be able to show you guys it running and cutting wood, but clearly that's not happening today. But with what I have to do, I've got two saws. This one definitely needs to be torn down, no doubt about it. And so, seeing how I'm facing this dilemma with tearing them both down, I will definitely do it both at the same time. And maybe I'll capture that. Hey, let's see what year this one says. $1991. Both of them say that they meet the ANSI requirements for 1991. So maybe this is a 1991 or 1992 saw, both of them. I don't know. Anyways, okay, that's enough talky talk. Hope you got some enjoyment out of the video. Oh well.